Welcome back, everybody. Our first guest tonight is an Emmy-winning actress, producer, and director. You know her from her work in Little Fires Everywhere, Django Unchained, Confirmation, and of course, Scandal. She stars in The 688, which is in theaters now and streaming on Netflix December 20th. Please welcome back to the show our friend Kerry Washington, everybody.
It's been too long.
It has been too long, and a lot has happened for you since the last time you were here.
Like
but this is the big one.
Oh.
Congratulations on you got a star on the Hollywood. It's really lovely.
You have to find a dress that looks good sitting on the street.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen someone take the star photo this well, because it is a tricky...
I was like, what's a dress you can sit on the sidewalk in? Yeah.
That's the one. You do a lot of practicing on, like, red carpet poses, but there are very few other times where they're like, no, on the sidewalk.
Be a mermaid. Yeah.
But you look great, and it's a lovely ceremony. People speak about...
Do you have a star? I didn't mean it that way.
One of those things. Never, don't ask that question
like asking a woman
unless
if she's
you know
pregnant.
the answer.
You don't have a star?
No, I have a circle on the New York Walk of Garbage.
Well, one of the things I said in my speech is that I feel like anybody I ever worked with, any writer, director, producer, actor, props person, hair, makeup, transpo guy, anybody who's had anything to do with my career, this is our star, because it takes a village to get you there. And I have to say, I think of you all the time because you were such an important writer on my SNL episode.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
And so I feel like you're a big part of how I got here.
So this is my star.
It's your star.
Okay, great.
It's your star.
Have you... You're very kind. Do you, now, I genuinely want to, do you think you'll ever, like, visit your star?
It has really prime real estate.
Oh, is that a good location?
Yes, it's right across from the Pantages Theater in
that's
LA,
very
which
good.
is where all the fans see, like, Broadway shows. When they tour, they come to the Pantages. So I'm gonna torture my children. Every time we go to see a show, I'm gonna be like, come see Mommy's star. I'm so famous.
Do you think you'll ever just kind of do, like, a slow stroll back and forth by your star in the hopes that a tourist will be like, it can't be. It can't be. It can't be Kerry Washington. She wouldn't walk by her own star.
I feel like when I go, there's a very high probability that my dad will already be there because this was really his dream.
Okay.
Like my dad, to the point where, like, if it was announced that somebody else was getting a star, he'd be pissed. Like, where's your star? But with a lot more expletives. Where's your mother? So this, I feel like he manifested this.
Was he thrilled about it then?
Oh my God, I think he thinks it's his star.
Sure.
And I said it's our star, so kind of true.
Well, so wait, I'm sharing it with him? Never mind, it's not bad. I just kind of wanted it to be ours.
I get it.
He seems great.
He's good. He's good.
But was he, that's great. It must
he was there. He and my mom were at the ceremony.
Fantastic.
So that was really sweet.
Are they, obviously they're very proud of you. Are they honest assessors of your work, or do they like everything you do?
So in the beginning, they liked everything. Like, they were so star-studded in the beginning. They felt so honored to just be in the room. Every time they were on set, they felt so lucky. Now, I show them stuff, they're like, eh. Yeah. It's so sad. But I will say, the film that I'm here to talk about, 688, my dad said it's the most important and best work I've ever done.
That's fantastic. And that's why, because I have one of these.
Yes.
As a dad myself.
Yes.
When they actually can admit what they don't like, then when they actually do like something, it means more to you.
More, yeah.
Your parents were in some of your work once. You invited them to be background actors.
Yes.
All right, so this is you, a wedding. You marrying Chris Rock.
Chris Rock and me. We got married at the end of a movie probably none of you have seen called Bad Company. Okay. And this is my dad. I think they cut my mom out of this frame, but that's my dad. It's tough. It's a tough business. Yeah. So I invited them to be background artists.
All right, background artists, were they excited when you asked?
So excited. Right. They got to be in the hair and makeup trailer. They were thrilled. And then we did the scene 2 times, and they were like, can we go? And I was like, no, you're here for another 12 hours. And they almost killed me. Yeah. In the scene, they were like, friend, you know, it was like lovely tossing rice to the newly married couple, you know, and at the end of the day, Chris Rock is like, your parents put rice in my eye. Like, they are so pelting.
Trying to hurt you?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they were really.
Now, I
they were
will
like,
say,
"Get it right."
I don't think that's fair for Chris Rock to get thrown rice at. I do think you were asking for it. Genuinely. You know what these movies are like. Well, did you
It's
think your
true.
parents were going to have fun for 10 hours?
Well, yeah.
Your mom didn't even make the frame.
so sad. It's so sad.
There's nothing to show
But
for it.
I enjoy my job. I wanted them to enjoy my job. Nah.
This is holiday season.
Yes.
Do you have a big Christmas, big family?
We do. I'm an only child, but my mom is one of 7, so I have a lot of cousins, and I host, but I don't do all the cooking.
Okay.
No, I do like a potluck. I cook a lot, but then I'm like, come on, you guys, you got to bring something.
That's lovely, though.
Yeah.
So you'll have a ton of people in your house.
I will have a ton of people in my house, and everybody has to contribute something, either cleanup or setup or food, beverages, something.
Obviously, gift giving is a big part of the holiday. Tyler Perry, we're going to talk about the movie next act, but I would imagine you're friends with him. You know, this is a time to show gratitude. I would think there couldn't be a harder person to buy a present for than Tyler Perry, who, let's be honest, is doing pretty good.
He has everything.
Yeah.
Him and Oprah. You're like, when did I? Yeah.
Oprah. You're literally, you're like, is this one of your favorite things?
Yeah, exactly. Do you want a new favorite thing?
Yeah.
I mean, this movie, which we'll talk about, is all about letters, and he says the thing that means the most to him is a letter. So.
Oh, that's nice. So you can just do a handwritten letter?
Yeah, like maybe a Post-it.
That's rice. That's the one that deserves rice. All right, I want to talk about your wonderful film. We'll be right back with Carrie after this.